Hola, ¿cómo estás? This is Senor Conrad.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, Cerveza Boyz, I think 18 or something like that. MMA shit going on this week. We were just talking about Jiri Prochazka versus Glover Teixeira. And Dean knows who Yuri is. Yuri, fucking guy with the crazy hair that knocks people out.
So excited about him.
I know, yeah.
He was so cool.
He was fantastic.
Man,
He was fantastic.
He's like a monkey or something, a giant monkey.
I've seen two of his fights. Three of his fights, I think, maybe, or two. I think it's just two. But immediately he's become my favorite fighter just to watch. And you know what the other great part is? His broken English. It's like terrible. It's like 30 or 40%. Me smash good and
caveman. Yeah.
Ready to fight. You know, and I'm like, yes, I love this fucking
dude. He's got that caveman haircut too.
I love his English. His English. It's just broken enough to be like he's a fucking man. He's fantastic. He's a great character. You got to promote him. If I was in the UFC, I would run with that. He could be the biggest star in America.
So who's he fighting?
Glover Teixeira, man.
That's one of those names I know, but I don't really know the fighter.
Dude, Glover was a stud, man. He was like 20 and
was
2. He fought for the title against Jon Jones and got beat up pretty bad, but didn't get knocked out. And then the interesting thing about him, he switched his style. Like young Glover, knockout artist. Now he won the title by taking people down. He was losing fights and he started taking people down and he started winning and he won the fucking title. It's kind of an incredible. He's like 42. He's like 43.
Wow. Really up there. Okay.
It's incredible that he won the title, man. And he made a change in his fighting style. Imagine like Conor McGregor, all he does is take people down now. Imagine that. And he's winning. It would be confusing. Yeah, it's fucking fascinating. So,
but you know what camp he's with? I wonder if he like switched camps and like started moving with an expert or something.
It's a good question. That should be looked into a little more. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, who you got then? You got the wild caveman, or do you got?
Yeah, I believe in the caveman. He's just he talks about his favorite book being the Musashi book about he's
the 5 rings.
Yes,
holy shit.
He really wants to be that warrior. I think that lifestyle suits him from where he's from and his attitude. I think he wins. I don't think he miscalculates this.
Dude, that's so cool. I wish there was more fighters like that who like, it's almost like in a past life they were a samurai.
Yeah,
and they
like a recent past life. Yes, yes, they're just coming out of it. Yeah,
dude, I watched this documentary. It was like a little YouTube thing on sumo wrestling, and it was just all about like all the like traditions and shit. Like it is so intense. Like there's things you have to like do in the respect and the hierarchy of like sumo, and they'll fuck with each other psychologically. Like it's just a level of depth I didn't realize fighting could have. Yeah. Like where you're playing with people's minds. It's not just dudes pushing each other. It is a mental game, and it's fucking cool. It is fucking cool, man. So I guess this guy, he's got the embodiment of the warrior. He's got the past lives to draw upon.
Well, and let's not forget he's a fighter. So his fighting, I love his fighting style. It is, I'm coming to finish you, and I'm going to continue to throw. And I think my cardio is going to outlast you. Like his cardio is his weapon. Like think of Colby, but throwing much, much harder than Colby Covington, trying to kill you. I love his style. I love it.
Do you remember his punches? You remember he's got those wide punches. You remember this?
Yeah. Like he's spinning elbows.
It's almost like he's a fucking bird or something.
It's fucking so cool. Yeah.
I've never seen anybody punch like that. It's like blood sport. It's like he's got some weird martial art that nobody knows about.
Well, the cool thing is, a coach would try to correct that, but who's ever coaching him, I think he's coaching himself mostly, but he's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to be this weird monkey style. It's fantastic.
Oh, wow. Where does he come from, by the way? Is he Russian?
Czech Republic. Is that what it's called still?
Czech Republic. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's from Prague.
With his broken fucking English, man. So that's you got to push him harder. That UFC's fucking that up. Nobody really knows about him. He's got these incredible knockouts too. That last knockout with the fucking elbow was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest knockouts I've ever seen. It was
they need to push him harder, man. He could be a star.
Well, that's going to be my pitch to them, UFC. Yeah.
When Chase is the matchmaker for the UFC.
You know what they need? They need that sumo depth, like to go and like really just bring up the quarrels and the arguments moving up with the fighters.
Yeah.
Get more out there. Yeah.
Hold on. I just want to look up the odds real quick.
On what?
On this fight. I'm curious about it. Jiri how do you say his name again?
Prochazka, I think. Prochazka. Yeah.
Glover plus 180, 138 underdog. So yeah, they're picking Jiri. They're picking the caveman. Oh my God, this picture of him, Chase. Oh my God, I wish you could see this picture of him. He looks like he's he looks like he's coming out of Mortal Kombat.
He's fantastic. He's fantastic.
God, actually looking at Glover too. It's a scary looking man. He looks like somebody who beats his kids. Oh my God.
Glover, but you hear Glover talk. He's the nicest. He is so he's Brazilian. He speaks perfect English and he's fucking humble. He's like, man, I kept working till I got this at 42 and I'm so grateful. I'm like, wow, you kind of like him. He looks terrifying, but he's a nice guy.
If Jon Jones comes back, who's he fighting?
Stipe. He's going to heavyweight.
Yeah, of course. I forgot about that. Yeah. Is he coming back? Is he finally coming back? For God's sake, it's been ages.
He's coming back. I love the Jon Jones saga because it's so fucked up. He's such a little shit.
Something.
He's not a terrible thug. He's just he's stupid.
My favorite is that video. The videos of him getting arrested, where he's trying to be all like, I'm just out here
helping,
trying to empathize with homeless people. Man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I missed that. We got to get him back into the arena.
Nobody's ever beat him, man. And that's it. 205 growing up, watching Pride, like that was the gold mine. That was the greatest fucking athletes on the planet. And this guy's been at 205 and nobody's ever beat him. So I just, whatever he does, I'm kind of like, I don't care. He's still the best until somebody proves otherwise. And now he's going to try to do it heavyweight. I like John until he loses.
Let's get him back. It's time to see.
Do you think he could beat Stipe?
Well, it's been so long since I've seen him fight, but I remember, what was the last one? Was it Gustafsson? The last time he fought? Was it that long?
No. Somebody else.
Like this round 2 of Gustafsson. Who's the last guy he fought?
Who? Jones?
Jones.
Dude, he fought like 3 or 4 people after Gus, man.
Did he? Yeah. And he beat him pretty handily, yeah?
No, he was barely winning.
So it's taking its time.
I don't know.
Hey, life's been hard for Jon Jones, man. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Stipe. I think he needs to be properly dethroned. It's time.
Stipe could win that fight. I would love to see John beat him and then fight Ngannou and then retire. I would love that. But Stipe, man, Stipe is no joke. I think he's the second best heavyweight ever. But we'll see.
If you were Francis Ngannou, and you had a body like that, you were built like that, what would you do? Would you go into UFC? Would you do NFL? Would you you could do anything? You could be a power. You could do anything. Built like that. You've been touched by the African gods.
Look, Francis. All due respect, he did it correctly. All right, I'm in a country. I'm gonna die in a salt mine or whatever, and I can just swim this body of water. And I'm bigger, stronger, faster than everybody. I'm gonna be a fighter. He did it right. He wanted to be a boxer. He did it right. Like, I think that's what motivated him to get out. But if I had that body, shit. Being a defensive end in the NFL, like just to hit a little white quarterback every time, that would be a great job. Be a great job. You're fucking 6'6",
from Africa,
280, all muscle, can run fast.
That's for slavery.
Yeah, it would be awesome. It would be fucking awesome. What a great job.
Imperialist colonizer.
Playing football was weird. It depended on your position because the experience would be so different. But defensive end, where you're just trying to hit people, the quarterback, greatest position on the game.
What to you is the greatest feeling in football? Because Chase played a little college ball. Is it the sensation of a touchdown? Is it an interception? Is it laying out somebody? Is it a sack? Is it a returning a punt? What's the high?
they're all different and they're all fantastic. They're all just, it's the highest. Like you score a touchdown, you like, yeah, fucking. But if you get an interception, it's different. It's like, oh, he fucking read that, like you're looking like it's a good thing to be the guy that gets the interceptions. And the last one, if you lay someone out, you either feel bad or you're like, oh, I really hurt him. And then like it kind of got you off. And I was like, it got me off. I was like, yes, like to me, I was like, we won that, like I won that. I crippled him. Like it was exhilarating.
Did you ever say anything? Did you ever like do a little shit talking? Like, that's right, bitch. Woo! Like something like that.
There was an interaction. I played my sophomore year and I was playing with the seniors. I was a sophomore and we almost won state. And we had this middle linebacker and he was perfect, like from a fucking movie, like bald, huge, white. And last name was Mitros. He was
Mitros. Whoa,
so cool. And I was so honored to play next to him at corner. And I remember this receiver went across the middle. I didn't go for the pick. I just lowered my helmet right in his ribs. I'm pretty sure I broke all of them. He was in agonizing pain. And the Mitros was so proud of me. He's like, I knew it was in you, And I was like, oh man, thanks. Like crippled this kid, man. And he was just praising me. And I was like, I'm so honored. Like, I'm going to try to cripple somebody else for you, man. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
That's how you know.
But that was when football was great. Like I gave that guy a concussion, I fucking broke his leg. Like that sounds terrible, but it's the closest thing to combat that we have, man. We need a little bit of that. It's like the only thing that makes me feel alive.
That's why you got the UFC.
Yeah.
As close as you can get, man. If they would only allow stomping, then we could be perfect.
You had great ideas last night. Dude, all right. Well, let's have a division where as many steroids as you want. No weight, as many steroids. Whoever wants to fight anybody, just go for it.
Exhibitions. Just make it exhibitions, man.
It would be the first fight on every fight card. It'd be the first one, and then you have
everybody would watch. Everybody would watch, man.
One freak show. Get it. One UFC. That's it. You just get one.
Oh, man. You know what I want to do? I want to throw like Henry Cejudo in there with Francis Ngannou.
But dude, if they sign that,
Henry, you want to fight again? You got to fight Francis. You want that?
Dude, that's a great idea. You know what? And you know what the funny thing is? Henry would. I'll fucking sign it.
Oh,
he would. Bet he thinks he can win that fight. I guarantee you.
Fucking attacking his leg.
What do you think Ngannou would think of that? He's like, you want me to sign this? He's like, Ngannou might kill him.
He would kill him. Might just be like, listen. I am a humble man. I will kill this man. This cannot be legal.
They would never regulate it because a punch from Ngannou on Henry, he would kill him. He might decapitate him.
There has to be a country. There has to. You know what we should do? We should go to that. What's that country where the president is like a huge MMA fighter fan? It's one of those weird Russian sort of countries. Where's Bellator based out of? Or like, it's one of the. You got to go to like Kazakhstan or something like that, like some place where there is no rules, and that's where you do it. You just show up, you pay off all the officials, and you have the freak shows. You just let it happen. Henry Cejudo is a perfect candidate for that. You're absolutely right. It's a perfect candidate. Or you know what else you could do? Why don't you just find people who are washed up? Like that Deontay Wilder. Throw him in there.
That'd be great.
Throw him in there.
Deontay, come on here and fight our champion. Yeah.
He's been humbled so many times by Tyson that it's just, might as well fucking put him through the runner.
There's some great ideas there. There's so much you can do. You can run with all that shit. And if the UFC says no to all these great ideas, we'll just take them to Bellator. Maybe we should go to, because Bellator would be more interested in the freak show, wouldn't they?
Where is Bellator located? Where is it?
It's just all over the States. I don't know where they're based.
It's in the States. It's not like in Singapore or some shit like that.
It's the only one that survived, man. It's the legitimate number 2 for sure.
But do they have any legitimate number 1s?
Is there any? That is an interesting dynamic with that, isn't it? Because everybody knows Bellator, but could you name a champion? No. But I know it's a legit. If you're the Bellator
anytime they get a champion, like somebody who builds up a name like Ben Askren, they fucking come over to UFC and they get their ass handed to them.
Well, that definitely happened. But that wasn't good for them at all. But they could do it better. I wonder if they could ever rise up to challenge UFC. Probably not.
Well, by having freak show exhibitions. That's what you do.
Well, that's what we pitched to them. Like, look, you don't want to be a teacher. I'm sick of being a psychologist. Let's just go work for Bellator.
We'll do the matchmaking.
fucking
call up Bob Sapp. It's 60-year-old Bob Sapp. Bob, we need you back, man. We need you back.
How much you want, Bob? Come on now. You know you need the money. You know you need the money. Come on.
That's what you do. You get the old man fights, you know?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Did you see that Mike Tyson fight? The recent one?
No, I didn't. I saw the highlights.
Did he perform? Did he do all right? Or like
they both Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, both of them badass champs. They came in prepared, man. It looked like the highlight. It looked pretty even. I couldn't tell who won. I just watched the highlights, didn't watch the fight though.
Who won?
It was a draw.
It was a draw. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Good for the old man. Going in strong, man. I like that.
Yeah.
You know,
it's good to see Mike.
What you got to do. Go find some of the old men.
You know what?
Some of the old
YouTube's been showing me fucking Mike Tyson highlights lately. Just like Mike Tyson fights gangster. Like Mike Tyson fights, so and so that talk shit. And I'm like, it's a little mini doc. It's like 8 minutes, like about the fight and how Mike just killed this guy. It's fantastic, man. Like Mike was. Yeah. I wish I was around hanging out with Mike during his prime. I would love to have that. Hey, this is my friend, the heavyweight champ of the world, man. Like my best buddy. Oh my God.
I wouldn't want to. I don't want to know Mike until weed chilled him out.
No,
I would be afraid.
I want to hang out with Mike and his tiger. I would. I would want to.
You'd be his psychologist.
Yeah, I would love to be Mike Tyson's psychologist. It'd be so honored.
But instead of like you calming him down, you just get him more angry before the match.
Like, no, I just get along.
What was that?
Mike, I just want to get along, brother. That's it. Mike still scares me.
Dude, he's got those interviews back on ESPN, like when somebody would piss him off on ESPN, and you could feel like the anger coming through the screen. And I would be scared for the commentator. I'd be like, holy shit, like he might kill you.
I would be laughing. I'm like, he's gonna fucking kill you. It's great,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn, we went too long. It's 17 minutes, Chase. That's a long time.
They needed to.
We got off topic.
No, we didn't. We stayed exactly where we needed to be. All right.
That's it. See you later, guys.